In other news, a judge has issued a temporary restraining order blocking final approval of a $480 million rate hike by Commonwealth Edison, which was scheduled to take effect Sunday. The City and State Office of Public Counsel filed suit in circuit court today, charging that the Illinois Commerce Commission was, in effect, allowing ComEd to set its own rates. The utility questions the court's jurisdiction.
This is not the domain of the Cook County Circuit Court. We think that this represents an interference by the Circuit Court in a domain that clearly, under the law, belongs to the Illinois Appellate Court and to the Illinois Commerce Commission.
ComEd is appealing to the Illinois Appellate Court, saying it will lose $644,000 each day the increase is delayed. Alderman Tim Evans will announce tomorrow whether he will stay in the Democratic mayoral primary or withdraw and run as an independent in the April general election. There are growing indications Evans will drop out. But Evans, its campaign manager, told our Jim Williams that Evans has not yet made his decision.
I'm sure that after talking to many people over the last several days, and even some tomorrow, I think that he will come to a final conclusion. I think that it would be highly speculative for people to say that conclusion has been already made.
Tomorrow is the last day Evans could pull out and keep his name off the Democratic primary ballot. Meanwhile, the allegations of petition fraud against members of Richard Daley's staff 2 years ago is now the subject of a court challenge. And Mayor Sawyer has landed another endorsement from a group of ministers. Muriel Claire reports.
Attorneys representing two West Side activists today petitioned Chief Criminal Court Judge Richard Fitzgerald to appoint an independent prosecutor to head the investigation into the petition gathering by Daley's staff.
We see the most politically sensitive kind of investigation his office has had to conduct over the last several years going nowhere.
Although the attorneys deny their complaint has anything to do with mayoral contender Alderman Timothy Evans, one of the plaintiffs is a known supporter of Evans. The Daley campaign emphasizes that Daley long ago distanced himself from the investigation by naming his first assistant to handle the probe.
There is no role in this investigation for Richard Daley. He has not been involved, he is not involved, and he will not be involved.
Meantime, Daley's campaign staff unveiled a $300,000 television ad campaign. The ads will run for 10 days beginning tomorrow. One of the ads deals with the candidate's history, the other with his accomplishments.
A record of accomplishment, Rich Daley for mayor.
Acting Mayor Sawyer ticked off a list of his accomplishments today when he picked up an endorsement from the Broadcast Ministers Alliance. Noticeably more relaxed and animated than in the past, Sawyer mounted a defense for his low-keyed mayoral reign.
I did not make an effort to just be a person who wanted to be out front all of the time. I sort of tried to work and mesh myself in with other people in the city who wanted the city to move forward, who wanted the city to come together.
The group, made up of several influential black ministers from across the city, pledged the collective support of their congregations, which by their count could mean some 30,000 votes from the black community. Muriel Claire, WGN News.
Alderman Juan Solis opened his mayoral campaign office today in the North Loop. Solis says he plans to open a second campaign office next week on the North Side. He says money is a problem in his campaign, but hopes to raise enough for some radio and TV commercials. And still to come on the 9 o'clock news, a special commission may recommend tomorrow that Fort Sheridan be closed. And later, we'll introduce you to Lincoln Park Zoo's newest resident.